Are you an experienced real estate investor with a portfolio of maybe 5 or 10 single family rentals? Do you want to step into commercial real estate? Let me tell you something. If you sell that portfolio, you will end up paying Uncle Sam around 20 to 30% on those profits before you invest in your next commercial property. But what if I tell you there's a smarter way to start investing in commercial real estate without paying a dime to Uncle Sam? It's called 1031 exchange, and I'm gonna explain you how in this video. Follow me. So let's see what the 1031 exchange means. The first thing we need to know about 1031 exchange is that it's a section of the tax code of the IRS that allows you to avoid paying taxes when you sell a property. They made this because you are basically exchanging properties. You are not selling. You are exchanging one or a portfolio of properties for another property. So because of that, the IRS allows you to avoid that taxes and push forward when you sell the property. So when you sell and you don't buy another property, that's when you pay all those taxes. But I'm gonna tell you at the end of this how to avoid paying those taxes at the end. The first thing you need to know here, it's only for rental properties. You cannot exchange your main property where you live, or you cannot exchange your vacation property. You have to rent that property, okay? So this can be a single family, this can be a commercial property, any kind of property you rent out, you get rents from, you can exchange in the 1031. The second thing, it's equal or greater value exchange. So if you have a portfolio of 1 million properties, you have to exchange for a new property that is 1 million or more than 1 million. Okay, you cannot exchange for less. And then, for example, if you have a portfolio of 1 million, you cannot exchange for a property 500,000 and keep the profits. You cannot do that because otherwise you will pay the profits on that 500,000. Okay? So the third thing is you can exchange single or portfolio properties. It doesn't matter if you have 1 or 10 properties. The only thing that matters is the value of those properties. Okay, of course, that will be harder to sell a portfolio of properties than one property. But if you do it with the right strategy and you sell it as a portfolio, not sell one property each one, you can do it. But of course, it will be harder than sell one property or exchange one property and then purchase a new property. The first thing you need to know about the rules of this, it's you have 45-day rule to find a replacement property. The clock starts ticking when you sell your portfolio or your property you want to exchange. Okay, then the 45 days start counting on. So you have 45 days to find a new property, the replacement property. And then you tell the IRS you want to exchange your portfolio or your property for this property you want to purchase. Okay, you have 45. If you take 46 days, then you cannot make the 1031 exchange. Okay, so keep this in mind. The second rule is the 180-day rule to close. Once you found that property, you have 180-day, basically half a year to close that transaction. Okay, in this, for example, if you want to purchase a warehouse, in this period of time, you have to get the loan, the financing, you have to get the insurance, you have to run the due diligence of that property in order to close in 180 days. Because the last point, if you take 181 days, you cannot do the 1031 exchange. Okay? The other thing you have to keep in mind, when you sell your property or your portfolio of properties, you cannot keep the money that comes in from that transaction. you have to designate a qualified intermediary. That's basically an escrow. You probably have worked with, before with an escrow company. So these are like escrow companies, but they are qualified by the IRS to take that money and then put it on the new property. And they hear from the beginning of the process. So one of the first things you have to keep in mind is to designate this qualified intermediary. Okay? So the last thing I mentioned at the beginning of this whiteboard, this is only for pushing the profits. Okay? You can keep doing 1031 exchange all your life. For example, if you have right now a portfolio of 1 million and you exchange it for a warehouse, and then that warehouse you keep doing 1031 exchange for bigger warehouses or for a portfolio of warehouses, and then you end up having a, let's say, 10 million commercial real estate portfolio. At this time, you will not pay any taxes. But if you decide, let's say, I want to retire and I want to cash up all that money, 10 million. If you sell and don't do a new 1031 exchange, you will pay depreciation recapture. Okay? Because all that time before you had those properties, your accountant keep doing depreciation because properties depreciate. Okay? So when you sell, the IRS will tax you on that depreciation you already take. So basically, you don't want to sell to stop doing 1031. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you a tip. If you keep doing the 1031 and when you die, your heirs, maybe your sons or your wife, they will not pay any taxes. The clock goes to zero. Okay? So they don't pay any taxes when you die. So only if you keep doing the 1031 until you die. So the rich people, they say, just do 1031 until you die. Remember it. Okay? So in the next whiteboard, I'm gonna explain you with an example. Okay, so let's figure out how this works with the help of an example. Okay, here we have two options. The first one, we sell and take profits. That's the normal. The second one, 1031, we do a 1031 exchange. Okay? Let's suppose we have a portfolio value of $1.5 million. Maybe it could be let's say five homes in Texas. Okay? We have these 5 rental homes free and clear. We don't have debt here. So we have an equity of $1.5 million. Okay? If we sell these properties right now, we will take a profit of more than $500,000. Maybe we purchased those properties 10 years ago, I don't know. And the depreciation recaptures, since we hold those properties like for 10 years, depreciation recapture will be around $100,000 because we already take that depreciation from our rentals. So when we sell, we have to pay that depreciation, okay, recapture. So the capital tax rate in this case, when we sell homes, it's not like the normal tax breaks we pay for our salary, but since we are more than $500,000 here, we will be around 20% capital tax rate. Okay, so how much tax we paid in this transaction? We pay around $130,000. And then we have an amount to invest in a new commercial property or a new rental property. We have $1.37 million. So let's compare to the 1031 exchange. So let's say we found a warehouse, a nice warehouse, that it's $1.5 million. Again, we don't want to take debt, so we are gonna purchase it with all our money. Okay, so we have a portfolio value of $1.5 million. Okay, again, the same thing. Equity 1.5, we have $1.5 million. As in the first option, if we sell, we have this more than $500,000 in profit. And depreciation recapture is the same. But here's the different thing. Since we are not selling, we are making an exchange, the Uncle Sam will not tax us. We will not pay any taxes on this. So we have a tax rate of 0%. So we pay 0 taxes here, okay? Because we are making an exchange, remember. But remember, all this depreciation recapture that we have in this property, we are accumulating. Uncle Sam doesn't forget. He never forgets. So we are accumulating that depreciation recapture, and let's say 10 years from now, we sell our portfolio, not 1.5 million, but now $15 million. Uncle Sam will sum up all those depreciation recapture plus the last profit we have in our last property. So we will tax us. So we have to repeat this until we die. That's the best strategy. So in this example, we have enough money without debt to purchase the warehouse. In this example, we have all the amount to purchase the warehouse we identified at the beginning of the example. Okay? In this video, I'll show you how to sell your property or portfolio of properties and take those profits to invest in a new commercial profit without paying a dime to Uncle Sam. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And if you like my channel and you want to get notified every time I will load a new video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to invest in commercial real estate, but maybe you don't have the money or maybe you don't have the time, there's a way to do it without the hustle of managing all those properties. I manage everything. My investors can invest in commercial real estate properties from $25,000. And the best of all, I manage everything. You can join my exclusive investor club by clicking in the link below. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate to stay at this point. But before I go, I will leave you with 2 more videos to watch.